Hi, my name is David Ostroff, and I am the principal and CEO of Sweet Ass Logos, and I want to take a minute to show you who we are as a company, but more importantly, I'm going to take a lot more time, just a couple of minutes, to talk about important design ideas that you really need to be aware of for your logo, for your brand, as you are looking to grow it. These are simple things that everybody must consider, but if it's new to you, you don't do this a lot, you might not be aware of it. So stick with me for a couple of minutes and let me walk you through it. Now, you've obviously been on Thumbtack looking for a logo, and you've probably tried to have a logo built on your own. Tried it yourself, maybe talked to a friend who's in the logo business, maybe looked online abroad. Whatever it is, it's hard to get a good logo. Logos are perhaps one of the hardest things to do. It isn't easy. So let's look at 5 really important factors that you need to consider for your logo, for your brand, whether we do it or whether you choose someone else. That it's important that you listen to what I have to say next. So the first thing we're going to consider is what I call big, small, or what the experts call scalability. So what is big, small? Big, small means sometimes your logo is on a big surface like a sign, or maybe it's a big poster you're going to have made for a big event. Small is things like a business card, and the logo has to fit in either case. Now let's use McDonald's as an example. The big logo for McDonald's, the golden arches, guess what? It shows up beautifully. I just see the golden arches no matter how small it is on the side of an envelope or on a website, you know what it is immediately. And that's a design criteria you need to consider for your logo. How many times have you seen, let's say, a bar or a lawyer with a logo with just a copy, and when it gets really, really small, it's not legible. So think about that when you're having your logo designed. So let's consider the second element here in design that we're going to discuss, which I call where. Now the experts use words like platform and things like functionality and functional. It's where it goes. Sometimes your logo goes on a header, and that's a big deal because that's a really hard thing to put a logo on, believe it or not, sometimes. Sometimes it goes on a mobile device, right? That's kind of the new thing. Sometimes it's on an envelope. These different places where a logo goes can have a huge impact on how you design it, and they do need to be considered as you're figuring out what you want your brand to represent. Not just the cool part and the colors, but where it's going to go. Let's consider number 3, or what the experts call noticeability, or what I call outline. So what we do here at Sweet Ass Logos is we do an outline of a logo, the proposed logo, see how it looks in black and white, not just in color. In other words, it needs to stand out. The form has to stand by itself, not just the cool colors in the logo. And that's a great way to kind of get a feel for it without getting distracted by the blues and the greens and any other color that you think is an important part of your brand. All right, let's consider number 4, or legibility. Now, legibility really is about, can you read it easily at a quick glance? If you look at it, that's a test. Or if your potential customers were to look at it, do they recognize it quickly and easily? Is it hard to read? Again, a lot of cursive, those types of logos fall into that category. So as you're looking at what you're thinking of doing for your logo, remember, it's got to be easy to read. All right, we're at the last and 5th point you need to consider when you're building your own logo, or having someone else do it, or having us do it, which would be great, is recognition. Now, recognition is the feeling you get when you see the Apple logo, or the feeling you get when you see the Yves Saint Laurent logo, right? And that means it needs to be present, it needs to be significant, it needs to have a feeling. For example, when we did our Sweet Ass Logos, which just seems kind of silly, a little flippant, a little kind of carefree, and that was really the idea behind it, making fun of it. But there's something else so subtly that we did that you might not have realized. The S, that big S, the kind of that roundish, kind of the 2 semicircles that are hooked together to make an S, we intentionally made that look a little bit like a dollar bill, like money. And so there's different ways of approaching logos. Again, it very much depends on your business, maybe your local business, with a gas station or a bar or an attorney or a real estate developer. That's a little bit different than a high-tech firm. And no matter what kind of business you have, we adjust things accordingly. So let's talk about how to work with Sweet Ass Logos. We're really easy to work with. In fact, we guarantee our work. If you're not satisfied, we give you your money back completely. So we make it easy. We give you 2 comps for a very low price. And would love to hear from you and see if we can give you a hand. Thanks. David signing off. Bye-bye.